Now, we may not be able to travel around the world and go on amazing adventures, but we can live vicariously through one man.
But I do, and this one is a classic in the making.
Something this delicate, handmade, you can just see a corner of this, but not the whole thing.
Really, this is the first time publicly it's being shown clearly.
Brought these 5 bodies all the way down here. This whole trip that we've made, they came the same way.
Just now on Expedition Unknown, Josh Gates exposed a shocking archaeological find, a collection of ancient human skeletons hidden deep within a cave. These remains, resting eerily in the silent depths of Llama Cave, might just unravel the mysterious tales tied to King Pelayo's reign in Spain. As we peer deeper into this untouched room, the air grows colder, the mystery denser. Tune in to discover the chilling tales these age-old bones hold. Unearthing Christian and pagan rites in an ancient Spanish cave, Josh Gates revealed an amazing discovery on his show Expedition Unknown. Right here in this very cave, 5 human skeletons have been uncovered. We've stumbled upon a hidden room deep inside the Llama Cave, a place that dates back to the time of King Pelayo of Spain. This room seems untouched by time, and these bones might be the key to unlocking the legends surrounding King Pelayo's reign. But then a strange object was found beside the bones, something out of place. What could it mean? For now, the answer remains hidden. The air was thick with the weight of history, and the cold draft that swept through the cavern sent shivers down their spines. As the light moved across the room, shadows flickered over the ancient skeletons that lay scattered on the ground, each possibly a keeper of long-lost secrets. This expedition could uncover evidence to substantiate the legends that had been told about the king's reign, adding new chapters to the annals of history. The very atmosphere seemed a whisper of discoveries yet to come as the explorers pressed on, eager to unravel the stories etched in bone and stone. 5 skeletons lie here, carefully arranged. They are relics from Pelayo's time and seem to be part of a long-forgotten burial site. Around each body are pieces of broken stalactites, which suggest these may have been used in some kind of ceremony. Imagine people carrying these bodies down narrow, rocky paths long ago, lit only by flickering torches. The eerie shadows would have made the whole experience feel otherworldly, almost like stepping into a forgotten realm. This cave gives us a unique glimpse into ancient burial traditions. It was astonishing that after more than 1,000 years, this place remained remarkably well preserved. The skull here is broken into pieces, not well preserved at all. And it's not just this one. All the skulls found in this area are in the same condition. This shows us that the people who lived here were likely terrified of the dead coming back to life. They took strong measures to prevent this, probably because of deep fears about the dead rising again. During the medieval period, many believed that the dead could return to cause harm.
This is undisturbed.
Yes, it's undisturbed.
For sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Because of these beliefs, people were buried in unusual ways, like face down, with stones in their mouths, or even stakes through their chests to keep them from coming back. The names of these individuals have been lost over time, but the strange ways they were buried give us clues about their stories. This discovery isn't just important because of how they were buried, though. It also makes us reconsider historical figures, such as Pelayo and his fellow fighters, who are often seen as heroes. This new look at the past through these remains offers a deeper understanding of history. But that's not all. Even the smallest items tell us a lot about ancient beliefs and customs. Take, for example, a quartz arrowhead found in a mountain that was sacred to the Kingdom of Kush and important in ancient Egyptian religion. This arrowhead wasn't used for hunting, but for rituals. It was found lodged in a skull, hinting at both the ceremonial and sometimes violent relationships between the Kushites and their neighbors. This artifact teaches us not just about the spiritual practices of the Kushites, but also about how they may have used their sacred status to influence or dominate Egypt. The Kushites used arrowheads as symbols of power, especially among their rulers. Many of these arrowheads were made from reddish-orange stone and were found in royal graves, highlighting the importance of archery to the Kushite people. The Egyptians called their land Ta Seti, which means land of the bow, showing how important their archery skills were. The Kushites were so skilled with a bow that the Egyptians hired them as mercenaries, and their reputation for accuracy was known even beyond Egypt. The Arabs referred to them as eye smashers because of their ability to aim directly for the eyes. But their talent in archery wasn't just about winning battles. Their skill with the bow helped them take control of Egypt during the 25th dynasty and allowed them to maintain power even afterward. Beyond their military strength, the Kushites had a rich and complex culture, as shown by the discoveries at Jebel Barkal. This wasn't their only strength, though. There's much more to uncover about their influence. The power of both spiritual beliefs and military strength was clear in how the Kushites held control for so long. Their abilities in these areas allowed them to rule as pharaohs and shape the region for many years. Despite their long history, the burial site of a Kushite king stayed hidden until recently. Now, from a dark cave to a bright desert, our search for hidden stories continues.
And probably she was beautifully mummified.
The Golden Cap's Tale. Imagine a hot desert scene where a group of archaeologists carefully digs through the sand, looking for signs of a lost civilization. Suddenly, one of them uncovers something small but important, a tiny golden cap, no bigger than a fingertip. It may have once adorned a royal's finger or toe during their burial. The team is instantly excited. Everyone gathers around, eyes wide with excitement. Though it's small and easy to overlook in the vast desert, its significance is huge. This golden cap could be the first real clue that a king's remains are still buried nearby, untouched. It's a breakthrough that could change everything they know about the site they've been studying for so long. Each discovery tells more of the story. Another archaeologist urged a closer examination of the golden cap, suggesting that it might contain something within. The possibility that ancient remains, perhaps even bone fragments, could be inside filled the team with excitement. The thought was almost too incredible to believe. Agreeing on the need for caution, they decided to take the cap back to the lab for a safer examination. This could provide the evidence they needed to confirm that the king had rested undisturbed in his tomb for thousands of years. But that's not the most exciting part yet. The air is full of excitement as the team realizes just how important their discovery might be. It feels like they're standing on the edge of something big, and there's a growing sense that the spirit of the king could still be present in his tomb. One of the explorers speaks quietly, their voice filled with excitement they can barely hide. But just as they're about to leave the tent and head towards the tomb, one of the archaeologists stops at the entrance. He peers into the darkness, trying to make out what's inside. His eyes catch something, a stone slab that flickers into view before vanishing back into the shadows. Touching this ancient stone, unchanged for thousands of years, makes the moment even more incredible. It's a connection to a time long past, something few people will ever get to experience. As they continue exploring, they start to realize the tomb is far more complex than they first thought. The golden cap they found earlier was only the beginning. As they move deeper inside, they find more hidden layers, each one potentially more important than the last. As the sun casts long shadows over the ancient ruins, Pierce Paul explores the textures of a monolithic stone. Suddenly he halts, his hand lingering over a peculiar section of the stone's surface.
And I don't see any of your excavation markers here.
Nothing.
This is new territory.
New territory.
There's a notable shift in his demeanor, a blend of curiosity and urgency as he carefully examines a distinct irregularity. He finds a crack, subtle yet distinctly different from the rest of the stone's smooth expanse. It isn't merely a superficial split in the stone, it suggests something more intriguing beneath the surface. Pierce's discovery hints at hidden secrets locked within the ancient stone, perhaps pointing to histories and mysteries long forgotten. As the light fades, the crack becomes a silent invitation to delve deeper into the past, promising revelations yet to unfold. Upon closer inspection, it became apparent that the edge of the slab was missing, possibly broken off or crumbled over time. This observation led to more questions. Perhaps part of the ceiling had fallen, causing damage to the slab. The likelihood of a recent structural failure seemed to increase with further examination. The missing piece was not just a minor detail, it suggested a significant change, one that could have altered the entire tomb's condition. As they contemplated the situation, a new possibility began to emerge. Pierce Paul considered the implications of the discovery and wondered what might lie beneath. Inspired by the crack they had found earlier, he suggested exploring further by investigating beneath the stone slab. His tone carried a blend of concern and mounting excitement at the potential of what they might uncover. Moving slowly, one of them cautiously slid their hand under the cold, hard surface of the stone, feeling the chill against their skin. As their fingers ventured deeper, they encountered an unexpected gap. This space, hidden from sight, was a surprising find that hinted at more secrets waiting beneath the ancient stone. The realization of this hidden cavity suggested that there might be more to the stone slab than just its solid, imposing exterior. As the exploration deepened, the true nature of the crack became increasingly apparent. It was more than a mere imperfection in the stone. The sensation of emptiness below suggested a hollow space, a discovery that filled the air with a sense of wonder. Pierce Paul's reaction was immediate, his eyes sparkling with excitement as he realized the significance of their find. This was no ordinary floor stone. It was something far more intriguing. His conclusion was thrilling. The stone was actually the top of a sarcophagus. This revelation hinted at ancient secrets and possibly long-lost histories concealed beneath their feet, waiting to be uncovered. The excitement of the discovery promised new insights into a forgotten past, transforming the crack from a simple anomaly into a gateway to ancient stories. The stone had likely lain undisturbed for thousands of years since its placement. The thrill of what might lie beneath was palpable, yet it was tempered by the recognition of potential danger. The structure was fragile, and any careless action could risk a collapse, possibly destroying what was inside. Sensing the risk, the group swiftly moved to a safer area within the tomb to deliberate their next steps.
It's a bit of a race to remove these objects and get them out of the wind into the tent.
The atmosphere was electric with excitement as they contemplated the magnitude of their discovery. It became clear that the stone was not just part of the floor, but the lid of a burial chamber. This insight brought with it a profound sense of awe and caution, as something incredible, preserved through the ages, rested just beneath their feet. Now, facing a momentous decision, they weighed their options, each choice offering a blend of exhilarating opportunities and significant risks as they considered the best approach to uncover the secrets of the ancient chamber. Next, we dig deeper into a royal tomb where every clue could be a major discovery. The gold and secrets of King Nastison's tomb. This moment marked just the start of their adventure, not its conclusion. Pierce Paul, known for his readiness to act, was already planning the next steps. He contemplated the potential treasures hidden beneath the stone slab, his mind alive with possibilities. The prospect of excavating further into the depths below stirred a mix of excitement and apprehension among the group. They stood on the cusp of a historical revelation, poised to uncover the secrets of a world long lost to time. The idea of delving deeper into the ancient past was thrilling, yet the unknowns they might encounter added a thrilling edge to their quest. Their excitement was tempered by the understanding that they were navigating a precarious balance between unveiling astonishing discoveries and risking a catastrophic disaster. The tomb was structurally unstable, and any careless action might trigger a collapse, endangering everything. Despite these dangers, the allure of uncovering what lay hidden beneath was irresistible, aware of the challenges that awaited.
Right as we open this, it's like a storm is kicking up.
The notion of retreat had become unthinkable. The potential treasures of the past seemed almost tangible, close enough to touch, fueling a resolve to proceed despite the significant risks involved. They were committed to exploring further, driven by the promise of historical riches yet to be unearthed. The explorers were deep within the territory once ruled by an ancient king, surrounded by echoes of a storied past. Ahead of them lay a path filled with both immense promise and significant risks. Every step forward was a venture into the unknown, promising discoveries that could illuminate the secrets of a bygone era while also posing daunting challenges. The exploration had reached a critical point, and there was no going back now. As they looked into the underwater burial site of King Nastison, something incredible appeared: a broken sarcophagus lid. It looked like they might have just found the remains of a Kush king in his own tomb for the very first time. Back at the tent where they were reviewing their findings, something shiny caught their eye, a glimmer of gold among the ancient artifacts. For experienced explorers, finding gold might seem normal, but the thought of entering this ancient grave and finding gold still gleaming like it did thousands of years ago was thrilling. This thin layer of gold might have once covered everything in the room, from the ceramic objects to the large stone at the center of the tomb. The entire chamber could have been a stunning display of wealth, now carefully being uncovered piece by piece. As he handled the ancient artifacts with care, a wave of amazement overwhelmed him. The significance of touching something so deeply connected to history consumed him as he passed a relic to his teammate. His colleague, Tracy, equally fascinated, held a piece of pottery over 2,000 years old, possibly used for offerings in King Nastassen's journey to the afterlife. She marveled at its long-hidden history, overwhelmed by the breathtaking connection to the past. The team was focused on determining the origin of a sandstone statue, noting its ancient age and significant historical value. Nearby, they discovered an artifact shaped like the Naga serpent, suggesting links to ancient protectors.
So the condition here is really poor, but this is a mummy.
The finds submerged underwater hinted at extensive areas yet to be explored. At the same time, the excavation was bringing to light ancient writings. The team carefully cleaned these to make them legible. A mosaic enduring over 14 centuries gradually became visible with delicate cleaning, exposing almost complete texts. These texts, which unexpectedly mentioned St. Peter, one of the apostles, stunned scholars. This find, likely connected to a Byzantine church, believed to have been built over the supposed homes of apostles Peter, Andrew, and Philip, offered rare and vital evidence of significant biblical events in the region. As he pondered the significance of their findings, a pressing question arose about the authenticity of the site. The absence of Bethsaida on the inscription raised doubts about whether this was indeed the true location. He mulled over this as they pressed on with their search, each member of the team eager for further discoveries that could clarify the historical narrative of this remarkable place. Did we just uncover the blend of Christian and pagan rituals within these ancient remains? Join the discussion below to share your thoughts. Like and subscribe for more intriguing discoveries.